What's up everyone? I'm Twig. This is Milo. We're both from Newschoolers. We're here at Gear Week at Sunshine Village. We've spent the week along with a banger crew of testers checking out some of the best park skis for 24-25.
We chose these skis based on our thoughts and tester feedback from our crew of over 30 riders. We've ridden them in the small parks with lots of rails and jib features all the way through to the bigger parks here at Sunshine Village. We even had a sunset session on them last night. We've been putting them through their paces, stacking banger clips, and we really think that this is a genuine reflection on what the best skis of the year are.
First up, we've got the Lion Chronic 94. It's the narrower of two Chronic skis, but these are a super playful, fun park ski. They're in a narrow width, which makes them super quick on rails, but overall, these are still a pretty surfy, loose ski. They're soft on the tips and tails. Bit of a platform underfoot, super fun.
Yeah, the Chronic 94 is going to be your perfect choice for more technical skiers, people that like to do switch ups and hit jumps. It is reasonably soft, but there is a good platform underneath, meaning that you can stomp big landings and you're not going to struggle with it too much in that regard. But it maintains a really playful feel, really surfy, poppy ski. Breaks in really nicely, and sort of once you've got through that break-in period, flexes really reasonably, and it's got heaps of energy, heaps of fun.
Yeah, I think the key thing about these skis with the narrow width is how quick they are edge to edge, both when you're skiing on groomers and hitting rails, carving off jumps. It's a really quick transition onto the edge, and as a result, yeah, these for sure favor a skier that likes to spin, likes to do a lot of switch ups, that kind of thing. They have plenty of platform also to stomp on jumps. I think these are a great option for this kind of skier that wants to mix it up between like surfy buttery style tricks and also send it on some bigger features.
As we can see, a decent amount of splay in the tips and tails, not super crazy and aggressive, nice mellow rocker lines, decent camber underfoot, kind of has a bit of everything, that real hybrid shape that we've come to know and love after the years.
We've broken a bunch of skis in our ski test before, but this time out we had 4 pairs of Chronics and they're all holding up good. A lot of that goes down to line. They put a lot of effort into beefing up these skis. They've got this thin tip construction going on where the edge of the tip and the edge of the tail is bonded directly from top sheet to base. There's no core in there, which essentially gives you a stronger plastic to plastic bond, and the skis won't split apart as easily. They're way more resistant to delams. And then underfoot, they've gone back to a full vertical sidewall, which gives a lot more support to the edge underfoot. They have a pretty progressive flex, and so you got some softness in the tip, the tail's the same, but like underfoot, they don't really flex, and that provides a really stable landing platform, but also means they carve ridiculously well for a park ski. Early morning groomers, especially if you haven't ruined your edges yet, these things really crank a turn. You have the 94, if you ski somewhere where it doesn't snow a lot, you're valuing quickness edge to edge. The 101 is a really similar ski, it's just wider. If you ski somewhere you get a lot of snow, you want a bit of powder versatility, pick the 101. Otherwise, 94 is your guy. Oh yeah, we can go.
Yeah.
These things are fire. Cool.
Yo.
Next up, we have the K2 Reckoner 102 Reborn. This is a totally new Reckoner 102. Footprint's pretty similar, but a lot of other things about the ski have changed. K2 have taken a lot of what people loved about the old ski, beefed it up a little bit, and switched up the flex profile to match what their team riders are doing on it. And we're super stoked with the outcome. All of our testers raved about this ski.
The riders went ham on this one, stacked bangers, and received some of our most positive feedback of any ski on the test.
For sure, this one is an interesting one. It's kind of got a lot in common with the K2 Reckoner KF, which is Carl's Pro model. It's got a similarly soft flex, like you can flex them really easily, but they also have a ton of carbon in there. Not as much as the Carl, but plenty. These skis are bouncy, like they really ping back. When you load up the tails, they got a lot of energy, and the soft flex makes it super easy to get into the tails. So for those buttery skiers out there, this is something really fun for you.
This ski is pretty similar to a line blend, but it does have a bit more to it than the line blend. This, with a little bit of carbon in there, really has that energy and pop that is hard to come by in a soft ski. The softness makes it really easy to initiate turns. Stiffer skis can often be a little bit harder to enter a turn and also flex. So definitely a good ski for the all-round park skier. The all-mountain jibber too, kind of a bit of a jack of all trades ski.
They do have some versatility. That 102 underfoot gives them stability a little bit. In mixed snow, there's enough width there to get you through. They'll float pretty well in power with that soft nose. Like, it will plane up to the surface of soft snow pretty well. On the East Coast, maybe they'll work out as a power ski / park ski. But for us, these were really at their best in the park. You can check out the all mountain pics, and there's a reason these are here, not there. And that's because we felt they were most suited as a park ski.
You can see they've got long but mellow rocker lines, not very much camber underfoot. I'll try and show you that here. So surface swaps, butters are really this ski's wheelhouse, and the kind of skier that loves that kind of skiing is really going to get on with this.
Yeah, it's really happy to go sideways, especially with that like almost flat camber profile. It drifts, it surfs. It's definitely for playing around. You'll see it on guys like Yuna and Kai, and there's a reason they picked this ski out of the K2 line. Yeah, this is really one for those fun first skiers. Probably not the one for sending the biggest tricks or like the gnarliest lines if you're taking it outside of the park. It's just it's a enjoyable, easy to ski, super fun, playful, surfy platform. It's a great ski for what it does well, and something you'll really enjoy if you're that kind of skier. Next up, we have the Lion Chronic 101. It's the bigger brother of the 94 we talked about earlier, and it's got a little bit more heft to it. So compared with the Reckoner 102 that we were just talking about, this ski's got a little bit more stiffness to it, especially fresh out the box. Underfoot, it's pretty solid. It's definitely got some give from here on out for butters, just like the narrower Chronic.
Yeah, this ski is lots of fun. I've had a pair in my quiver for a year and a half now. And it's been my go-to park ski. I've skied it on big jumps in slushy park, all over the hill, side hits, everything. It's got a good platform underfoot, but still playful enough to butter and swerve and surf.
I really enjoy these, especially for carving, and I know that sounds pretty crazy, but they're really solid underfoot. They got a pretty tight turn radius, and they're like have that perfect blend. They're solid but slightly soft, so you can really like bend the ski into a turn shape, and then it holds an edge really well.
Very similar rocker lines and camber profile to the 94. It's maybe got a little bit more of an early rise, but yeah, that really nice big splay that keeps it really playful. Mounted true center, mounted a couple back. This ski's going to be perfect for a little bit of everything. It's a really nice width for someone who's looking to transition from those narrow, more traditional park skis. It will kind of make that step really easy for you. So like the 94, it's a very intuitive ski. You jump on it and it just feels natural. The durability upgrades that Lion have put in this ski last season have really done what they're supposed to do. They hold up really well to all of that kind of park abuse, rail abuse, and gonna keep you skiing for a long time.
The flex of these skis is just a little bit more solid than the 94. It's got that same stiff underfoot profile, soft in the tips. For me, these are more of a West Coast and Rockies daily ski. You can take them out on a pow day. If you've forgotten your pow skis, they're gonna do just fine. If you like a wider ski, there's nothing stopping you from skiing them anywhere else, but the 94 might be a more natural East Coast ski than these.
I think it's a huge seal of approval that Twig and I are both rocking these skis as our kind of daily driver. Every day I'm skiing the park, I take my set out and Twig takes it all over the mountain with him. He hits fewer rails than I do, but yeah, these are a team favorite, and it showed up in the testers' feedback as well.
Next up, we have the Armada ARV 106. It's a wider ski than the ones we've been talking about so far, but both me, Milo, and a lot of our testers really like to ski a wide ski in the park, and we found the ARV 106 to be the perfect iteration of that.
Armada have changed the ARV 106 for this year, kind of going back to a shape that's similar to the version that predates last season's one. It's a little bit softer in the nose than the previous model, but it's got a fair bit of beef and stiffness in the tail. We think this works really well for a park ski because you've got that supportive tail for landings, but that soft and playful nose for buttery tricks and ease of turn initiation. This ski could have been an all-mountain pick, but our feedback from the testers really put this cut above the rest in the park. We cranked the mountain point forward and let the testers loose in the park.
If you take a look at this ski and you think it's a perfect ski for you, there are also narrow widths. There's a 100 and a 94, all of which have a fairly similar DNA. The flex on this one is the most fun for park skiing. It's got the tail stiffness, almost of the last version, but the nose feels way more like the version before that. It's buttery, it's playful. It's a return to, for me, what the ARVs should be, which is somewhere between a park ski and an all-mountain ski. Something that people like to ski in the park when they enjoy skiing a wide ski, and that's what it was for me.
But it really is a throw it in your trunk, drive to the hill, and be happy with whatever the conditions are. Another quick change to mention is the like sideways rocker in the tip has been removed from this ski this year, so it's got a little bit more of a traditional shape in the nose and tail.
You have edge like in the tips of the ski. It gives you that grip. You can kind of control where you're traveling when you're buttering, which I think is a really big improvement, if that makes sense. And this is back to now being a park ski made wider. We enjoyed it in the park. You can ski it all mountain. It's a really fun ski. The new 106, it's a bit softer in the tip than the old one, but it's still like a medium flexing ski, I would say. Underfoot is pretty solid, and in the tail, you can see there's a pretty decent amount of stiffness there, except in the last 20% of the tail where it softens off.
Yeah, and we can also see that the rocker lines are a little bit more mellow than the likes of the Reckoner 102 and the Chronic 101. A little bit more directional too, which gives it that all-mountain versatility. I would say it fits really nicely as a one-ski quiver. You can take the edges off underfoot, ride it in the park, but if you get that surprise pow day, you're going to be able to do both of those things in one day on one ski. And that really shines out for us because we put our skis through paces all across the mountain here at Sunshine Village. So yeah, big shout out to those guys, and also our testers for putting this through the ringer and then coming out on top.
Next up, we have the Völkl Revolt 104. This is another one of Milo's favorites, so I'm going to hand you over to him pretty much straight away to talk about them.
The Völkl Revolt 104 is part of Völkl's Built Together program. It's an athlete-driven ski developing program where they get all of their team riders to ride the prototypes, give feedback, and design the ski. As such, this has had some of the best skiers in the world, from comp jocks to backcountry bandits, riding it, testing it, and tweaking it. And it's pretty unique in its shape and style. It's got really long rocker lines, buttery, soft, surfy nose, but with a little bit of stiffness underfoot and in the tails of the ski. I've ridden this ski in the park and in the all mountain, and Very similar to the ARV 106 in the fact that I think you could just throw it in your car, drive to the hill, not even think about it, and have a great day. I've ridden this in the park at Sunshine and then gone into the backside without even skipping a beat.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those skis that you might be surprised to see in our park picks versus our all mountain picks, but this is a ski that's like the ultimate surf ski. It's got so much rocker and it really likes to drift sideways. Pass them over to Marla to show you. But you have this amazing combination, long rocker lines, but really minimal splay until you get all the way up to here. So you throw them on edge, then they grip. But as soon as you think brake sideways, these skis are gonna go.
Yeah, the rocker lines start about here in the tip and about here in the tail. And then underfoot, there's really flat camber, which is something that Völkl have been putting in a lot of their skis, from the Mantra to these. So yeah, those rocker lines are really fun. They make things like surface swaps and presses and butters really easy. I think this ski kind of fits in our lineup as that all mountain freestyle ski, but we have it primarily as a park ski just because it's so unbelievably fun to hit rails on. A bit of a hybrid skier that rides in the park all over the mountain. Maybe doesn't want to buy more than one pair of skis because skis are expensive. This is the kind of ski that you can really take anywhere.
For me, these are a ski where essentially you want to have a wider ski, you like that surfy style of skiing, but you don't want to go all the way to a complete noodle. Maybe you're a bigger guy or you just like the feel of a slightly stiffer ski. These provide a lot of that surfy fun without giving you a ski that doesn't feel stable in mixed conditions. You can charge them pretty hard. They're also pretty damp. They're not poppy, like the Reckoner is super poppy. This ski has that sort of damp smoothness to it. And it's also a fun way of playing around, and it just depends what you like. If you want that energy from the ski, maybe this isn't the ski for you, but if you want that surfy, fun, playful feel, but in a stiffer ski, this is a great ski.
They're stiff, but they have a playful profile, and this is one of those skis. So if you don't like a super noodly ski, but you want to be able to butter, maybe have to throw your weight into it a little bit more, this is the kind of ski for that kind of skiing.
So last and definitely not least, and definitely burliest, we have the Super Black Ops from Rossignol. This ski is by far the chargiest ski of this line. This is for going big, sending deep. This is the one that you can take to Gucci and it's gonna hold you up. Super stable, great jump ski. These are the kind of skis for people who like to rip hard all the time.
Yeah, this ski's going to be perfect for someone that's, was a park skier in their prime, but is maybe looking for an option that has a bit more grip, carviness, and energy. You can really lay into turns on this, get your hip down to the snow, but if you're going to be hitting big jumps too, this has the most stable platform of this lineup. So it's going to really hold you through big landings, a little bit off center landings, all that kind of stuff. Is going to be that supportive profile, that supportive platform that you need to really see you through big park days, fast groomers, even dropping cliffs and stuff. This has a really versatile but stiff nature. It's a little bit directional, but it's super fun to ride all over the park and all over the mountain.
Yeah, at the same time, if you're coming from the other angle where you maybe aren't a park skier historically and you're used to a more traditional ski, this ski will feel much more natural to you than the other options here. They're a lot looser and more surfy. This ski feels really powerful on edge. It feels like a grown-up, powerful, regular mountain ski, but in a twin tip shape that is also versatile for park skiing.
This is also the only ski in our lineup that has metal in it. It's by far the stiffest and by far the chargiest. It's almost the perfect resort ski in that respect, that if you're kind of coming up against cruddy conditions, variable snow, mixed conditions, this is going to really power through that. So, you know, when you're lapping to the park and it's not the best, or you're getting your early morning grind in, they're going to treat those hard pack groomers really, really well, but be that strong, stable platform for ripping through park as well.
For me, these are more of a ski for a park skier who puts a priority on jumps and maybe hitting the huge rails in the park, but isn't trying to jib around on the small features or butter, because it's pretty stiff. It's not the most playful shape either. It's pretty traditional. It's got like high up contact points. It doesn't feel really loose, but what it does do is give you a hugely supportive platform for stomping big tricks. So if you're the kind of park skier that likes to ski really fast, go big, land deep, these are great. But if you're essentially trying to butter off rollers and play around at slow speeds, these aren't the skis for you.
You can see probably the least amount of rocker in any of this lineup and the most directional shape too. So it does have that more traditional style to it. As you said, it's going to really rail on groomers, really support you in the park. Definitely got some all mountain pedigree to it. You're not going to find a speed limit on this ski very easily. You might want to butter it, but if that's your priority, I'd look at something else in this lineup.
Cheers for watching, everyone. As you've seen, these are our best of test park picks. These are 6 park skis that we really think will make you a happy skier depending on what your style of park skiing is. They're all pretty different, and we've done our best to explain how we think those skis will suit different kind of park skiers. But if you've got any further questions, feel free to hit us up.
And if you're not in the market for a park ski right now, but you're looking for an all mountain or a power ski, we have videos on our best of test for those as well. Want to also say a huge shout out to Sunshine Village for putting on great parks to put these through their paces, and to our testers who've been ripping. There'll be banger clips in this video from them. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hit us up if you've got any more questions, and that's ski test, baby.
That'll do.
Excellent work, gentlemen.
God, this is hard.